Whoa, whoa, whoa. Cha-cha on the ballroom beat. Got two left feet. Get on the ballroom beat. They're dancing in the street. They're on the ballroom beat. We can tango, we can swing, we can do anything. Walking through the door and waltz on the floor. You wanna feel the heat? Get on the ballroom beat. Cha-cha on the ballroom beat. Foxtrot on the ballroom beat. Salsa on the ballroom beat. Cha-cha on the ballroom beat.
Good evening and welcome to On the Ballroom Beat. I'm your host, Lania Berger, and with me today I have two of the staff members from Arthur Murray Palm Harbor, Brittany Coy and Megan Wittstein. And we also have one of our students with us, who is additionally the 2014 Tournament of Champions dance competition winner, the lovely Adele Rubenstein. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
It's great to have you girls here with me today. Adele, a little bit later, we're going to be talking about your winning Tournament of Champions routine, that fabulous polka that you and Misha did. But before we get into that, and we're going to see the polka too, by the way. Before we get to that, though, we are going to be talking a little bit about what women want on the dance floor. So if you're a gentleman viewer out there, take some notes. We're going to let you know some of the secrets to what the ladies would like when they're out social dancing. So girls, we've been talking a little bit for the past couple weeks. I've been talking to ladies in the studio about what they want on the dance floor. And I've got to tell you that I was a bit surprised by what I heard most frequently. I assumed I would hear about variety or about the strength of the lead, which I did here and there, but the number one thing I was hearing was conversation, that they want conversation and they want to have fun. And so tell me, why do you think that is?
Well, I think part of the want for conversation is just that if there is, a lack of variety, or even just if it's just a comfy social dance, it's nice to be able to talk and really enjoy the dance with your partner.
Yeah, I can see that, absolutely.
And I feel like it's a lot like relationships in life too. I feel like dance relates so much to that. And who wants to be in a conversation where I just talk about me or you just talk about you? You want a shared conversation when you dance with somebody.
Absolutely.
So lead and follow represents that, I think.
I like that. Ooh, I like that a lot. Anything to add on that, Adele?
Yeah, I mean, when I first started, and I've only been doing this for a short time, there wasn't a lot of conversation because I was just listening and finding out what to do. But I found as we got to know one another with our partners, it was fun to learn a little bit about them, and it just made me feel more comfortable to dance. It just, I wasn't just so nervous, and it also gave me something, not just to think about the steps, but just to think about the movement and the dance as opposed to what every step was. So it takes your mind off of that.
Yeah, it's true. It makes it less clinical and more relaxed and fun and social. Yeah, it's interesting because I know that obviously I've taught lots and lots of people how to dance. And whenever I'm working with new students, there's this oh, don't talk yet, I'm thinking too hard. Yes. Don't talk yet, I'm thinking, I can't answer that, I'm thinking. And as teachers, we always try to encourage that conversation because, as you can see, gentlemen, it's a really important part of it, that people want to be able to laugh and talk about things while they're dancing. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. Number one thing I kept hearing, conversation, that's what ladies like. But let's go back and let's talk a little bit about variety, because I think that the gentlemen always wondered, is it better to have a lot of steps, a ton of variety, but you can only lead them so? Or is it better to have a smaller number of steps and I'm great at leading them? I've got no problem making them happen. What do you guys think? What do you prefer?
I almost feel like variety is nice. It's nice to have a good repertoire of steps, but if you're leading them and you're feeling uneasy about it, sometimes it's okay to stick with what you know best. I feel like, that pays off in the end because then it's a comfortable dance for both the follower and the leader.
What do you think, Adele?
I think it's a combination of both. It's like if it's too many new things at once, and then you just get frustrated. So you kind of want to master stuff, and then you don't have to do it like 100% perfect, but it's like slowly introduce new things in it, because otherwise I feel that it's like if I have too many new things and I'm not getting one thing right, I'm so not ready to start something else. So
Gotcha. And then you just kind of feel like you're being dragged along.
yes.
It's not fun.
Yeah, and
Okay.
yeah, so I like to, it's like I don't want to stick to the same thing over and over and over again, because I do love to learn new things all the time, but it's kind of like I like to pace it.
And I agree with Adele. Like you said, I like when there's variety, but if there's not a chance for, as a follower, to kind of breathe and relax and add your own styling, and maybe if he has so much variety that it feels like it's this wild roller coaster ride instead of a nice relaxing dance, it can almost be too much. So it kind of just depends. Every once in a while, it's good to throw in that new move, though.
I think so too. For me, I like it when somebody tries something new, as long as they do it with confidence and they keep moving. It's hard for me when they stop and they're like, oh, hold on, I have to try that again. I'd rather them just keep moving and try it again. But when I'm out social dancing, I would rather that gentleman have a few less patterns but lead them really well, especially when it's crowded. Because when it gets really crowded and you're trying new things and I feel like it's not in control, it gets a little bit uncomfortable. Like you worry a little bit. You think? Yeah.
Definitely.
So, guys, don't feel like you have to know everything. Just have what you do know, well, and you do well, and you can lead really well. And I think that makes a big difference. Okay, so what about the lead? Now, I know that when we were chatting earlier, Megan was talking about how she likes a really strong lead. She likes to know where she's going.
Yes.
Brittany was talking about how she likes a lighter lead because she likes to be able to style and have a little bit of fun. Let's talk about it. What kind of makes it a light lead, a strong lead, and what do we like?
Well, I think building off kind of what you said about the confidence, it's not so much that it has to be a forceful lead, because I think a lot of the times when the men hear strong lead, they think, okay, let me push her through this step. But a lot of it is just having the confidence to, if I'm going to take this step, take the step, and use it with confidence and let her feel that I'm definitely leading you into this step. Not so much if it's just I'm gonna lead you through this and it's gonna feel uneasy because I don't want to be too forceful. I just feel like if they have that confidence to really put their foot down when they're doing the step, I think it pays off as a follower.
Mm-hmm.
I do agree with that. What Megan was saying, and also if they're strong, they do it. It's because of confidence. I believe is what it comes from. If they have a lighter lead, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're terrified to do the step, but if they have a little bit lighter of a lead, sometimes they're just confident in what they know and they don't think they have to. They think we're very good followers, so that we'll just follow along and we don't have to be put there in order to do a step.
Okay. Anything to add to that, Adele?
I think number one, it depends on the dance with me, and I think the hold changes, depending on what it is. But I think me personally, because I'm new, I don't have all that muscle memory going on, so I kind of like, a stronger hold, and so that I can feel where to go. But I'm learning that and to be able to dance without being held so strongly. So it's kind of coming.
Now, we should say you've been dancing for about a year.
Yeah, in about 2 weeks, it'll be my 1-year anniversary.
Well, it's a fine line, isn't it? When it's too strong or it's too light. I guess that I'm going to agree with you, Adele. When it's a dance that I'm not as familiar with, or somebody I haven't danced with before, and we're getting used to each other, I don't mind a little bit stronger lead because I want to make sure that I'm going where I'm supposed to be going, and I want to feel where he wants me to go. But as the comfort develops and I have sort of a dancing relationship with somebody, I like it a little bit lighter too, so that there is that opportunity for style and creativity and movement. I've got to tell you now, of course, my husband's my favorite to dance with. That's because of the relationship. But aside from that, I got to dance once with Nick Kosovich. Oh, Nick Kosovich was on season 2 of Dancing with the Stars, and he dances like James Bond. I'm telling you, if James Bond were like a gold level dancer, he would be Nick Kosovich. And what I noticed about Nick that I just absolutely loved is that he's just dancing, and I'm responding to his movements. He's not taking his arms and pushing me and pulling me and telling me where to go. He has this beautiful frame. He holds himself perfectly, and he moves with this ease and this grace and this elegance. And I can feel the way that his body's moving and respond to it. And that is, to me, like, it's perfect amount of lead when it's when it's that kind of confidence. So I think that for gentlemen out there, if you feel like your arms are getting tired from pushing and pulling, you're doing too much, I think. We don't need that.
Definitely.
What we need is that strength and confidence of movement with the not such a tight grasp. I don't know. Can we agree on that? Does that sound pretty
I believe so.
reasonable? Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, so the other thing and I'm going to kind of refer to Nick Kosevich here again, although I got to say, our guys, Misha and David, also absolutely phenomenal.
Fantastic.
And beautiful technique. Can you feel the technique as a follower? Can you
Yes.
tell when there's good footwork and bad
Absolutely.
footwork?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, isn't that funny? We're connected up here, feet are way down there, but you can tell when they're doing toe leads and heel leads, can't you?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So talk to me. What do you when a guy has great technique, how does that affect the lead for you?
I think building off kind of what Brittany said, it makes it a little bit easier to play and add some style. When you can feel his technique, it almost translates into you like this beautiful moving piece of artwork that you guys are both able to just sort of play off of each other's technique and creativity, and I think it makes a beautiful dance.
I agree.
Well, it just makes me want to be a better dancer because I watch and I see and I try to mimic, those movements. So it just, it makes me try harder to mimic their movements.
Yes. Yeah, I can see that. It's like they've got this technique crown and you grow into it, right? It's held above the head and you grow up to it.
I feel like if they're certain of where they're stepping, and you, like you said, you feel that, it gives you not only confidence to follow the move, but better balance. You feel if they're in control of themselves, that you'll also have your own control as a dancer, and that's where that shared connection kind of comes in.
Okay, now let's say that we've got this great connection. Wonderful leader. We're very comfy in the partnership. We can feel what's going on. Do you like it when they play with the music? Do you know what I mean by that? When there's a pause in the song and they pause and then they start back up, so they're allowing the music to tell them a little bit of what to do, and so they're kind of playing with it. Do we like this, or is this tricky?
I think if, like you said, there's a built-up connection and you can really feel, you're feeling his movements and you're able to play off of that. I think when you're using the music as well, it just elevates the dance. It just shows that you guys are really feeling the beat. You can feel the music, and it elevates the dance so much.
It says something about your connection too. I personally love it. Even if you don't know this song and say your partner does, and they feel it coming, they feel a break or a stop, and it's the true ultimate test of connection. And no matter how the rest of the dance goes, if you share that one moment with your partner where it stopped and you both paused, say it was a cha-cha, and you both paused, it was like, that was so cool. We both just read each other and we read it to the music, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I'm just starting to read the music and it's a story. So that one pause, and you're not stopped. You're kind of still moving a little bit, and it's just like, this is so beautiful.
To me, those are goosebump moments.
Yes.
They're goosebump moments. I love, there's that song, Cooler Than Me, where they do the shh.
Yes.
And I remember I was dancing with someone and he did shh right at that point to me. And I loved it. It was a goosebump moment because it is that you have to reach a certain level where you can start to really have fun with the music that way. And for new dancers out there, know that that's where you're headed, because once it gets to that natural use stage and you're totally comfortable, then you can really start to listen to the music and play with it and have fun. Okay, one more quick question about lead. Okay, it went wrong. The step went wrong. What do you want them to do?
I mean, if they're able to just play it off and you're both able to just laugh about it like, well, we tried, let's try it again. There's no way to grow and learn new steps without practicing them with a partner. You can practice on your own and walk through them as many times as you want, but until you're really leading someone through it and you're feeling it, it's gonna go wrong. And I think if you're able to just laugh about that, you're able to grow from it, and then you can both, let's try it again, You can grow and learn those new steps.
You agree? Keep moving?
Yeah, well, I'm a technique fanatic, so it's like if I get something wrong, it's like, oh, we have to do it again. At least 100 more times until I get it right. So, I mean, if I'm doing a whole dance and it's like, okay, I'll cover it up and keep going, but then I want to go back. It's like, I want to fix that. I want to just do it again and again because I want to get it. So I'm kind of very technique.
Yeah.
I want to get it right.
Yes, I agree. Going back to what Megan said too, as far as the laughing, just laugh it off. Don't say you want to make it so perfect, but if you make it obvious that you messed up, that's okay. Just laugh about it, try it again, because here's the cool part. If he gets it right on the next try, now you know why he feels so good. It's like, why did he just have this bigger smile on his face? What if he led that move for the very first time and we didn't know it? And it was a really cool moment. So.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think cool as well is whatever you did with the first step. If you keep moving, you're just creative. You're just creating a variation in the syllabus that we can call Bob Long about and say it's really cool. Right? So it's a new variation. That's the beauty of dance, that there's science to it. We know that. There's also art to it. So you're just on your artistic side. We got to go to break. This has been so much fun chatting with you ladies. Stay with us. When we return, the ladies are going to head back to the studio to keep the ball rolling over there. But Adele and I are going to stick around and we're going to chat a little bit about her TOC winning polka. We will see you on the other side of the break with Adele and her TOC polka.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex. Short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Beltran Dental Surgery is dedicated to providing the highest quality dental surgery.
Teeth in a Day allows a patient to walk in with their old teeth, sleep under IV sedation, and walk out with a brand new smile. Unlike dentures, Teeth in a Day allows you to eat what you want and still feel like you have your own teeth.
From wisdom teeth removal to implants or creating a whole new smile, call now or visit our website to learn more about our procedures. Get a brand new smile today.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
My middle son did not like to come to the dentist, but now he loves to come to the Beehive.
You don't have to be afraid to go to the dentist. Believe me, Dr. B and his worker bees are the best. Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
The last several years have been confusing and trying for homeowners. Advisors Mortgage and Financial Group was there before the housing crisis, during, and we are still here now advising people of their options and helping them choose the best financial solutions for their family. You do have options, and today's market promises lots of opportunities. We have found that there are a lot of questions out there and misinformation, and we want you to know we have answers. Advisors Mortgage and Financial Group, providing solutions today for a better tomorrow.
Welcome back to On the Ballroom Beat. I am here with Adele Rubenstein, and we are going to be talking a little bit about her big win during the 2014 Tournament of Champions. So Adele, thanks for sticking around for this interview today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So we were talking a little bit before. You've been dancing for about a year, and during the commercial break, we were just chatting about how you were saying how different life is now that you're dancing. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, before I was dancing, I mean, I worked all the time. I'm a physical therapist, and I'd go to work very early. So by the time I came home and I walked in the house, that was it. And I would probably be asleep by 6:30, 6:45. And ever since I started dancing, my energy level went from being here to being up here, where I'm still dancing at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. So sometimes I come home and I'm still full of energy. So it has changed me physically and mentally since I've started coming.
That's just awesome. That's just awesome. Now, you danced for the 2014 Tournament of Champions competition. You did a polka with Misha.
Yes.
John, do we have the polka? Can we pull? Do you have the routine, the actual video that we can pull up and take a look at? No, we don't. Okay, we'll take a look at that next time then. We have the picture though. We have the picture right over there. So, so tell me, polka is not something that's commonly done. It's tremendous fun, but it's not a super popular dance. What made you guys pick that?
I think it's because we did the Lindy hop and had so much fun learning how to do the Lindy and for Jamlando, the competition and stuff. And I kind of just let Misha pick something. So, and he said, I know you have so much fun doing something different. And so that's what he chose for me. And we just kind of went with it and just had a blast and just made it fun.
Now, the choreography is so much fun, and you've got a lot of great polka steps in there. You've got nice dance techniques, some really great movements. But I think that what really won everybody's hearts was the fantastic characterization and the creativity that you used in the routine. Can you talk a little bit about the creative process that you and Misha had in putting it together?
I think because we dance so much together, we're very comfortable with one another, and we just laugh a lot on the dance floor, and we just kind of feed off of each other. And we watched the video of the dance, originally on the TV, and we just kind of picked up from that, and we decided that would just make this whole thing really funny, just because it's a polka, it's not a ballroom thing, and the expectation was everyone's going to do some type of ballroom dance. So we just went with it and had fun, and just we just played with it.
Now, you did a polka to My Mustache from the movie 100 Ways to Die in the West, I think it's called. And so that's why Misha has that huge mustache on. And then you also had a mustache as the bow of your dress.
Yeah, I went home, and as creative as I am, I went to Michael's. And the back of the dress was just a bow, but it was tiny. So the first time I made the mustache, it was way too big. Because it's all about a big mustache. So I made it a little bit smaller. So we thought that would be pretty funny.
It was so cute. It was so cute. Now, you also talked about how when you went to Jamlando, you danced the Lindy Hop. And I just think it is so admirable. You've been dancing with us for about a year, coming up on a year now, and yet you've already done the Tournament of Champions dance competition and won it. You've already gone to Jamlando dance competition. You're going to be headed over to Funorama. Tell us a little bit about how glad you are that you just jumped right in.
It's very out of character for me, or it used to be anyways. I joined the dancing not to compete. It was like the furthest thing from my mind. I had gone through a lot of stuff in my life. I had 2 hip replacements. I'm a cancer survivor, and I really wasn't doing much. And I watched TV and watched So You Think You Can Dance and Dancing with the Stars, and I'm like, I want to do that. I want to wear a beautiful dress. That was my goal. And then once I started taking lessons, I kind of got caught up with this, with all the dancing and everyone talking about the competitions and things like that. And the next thing I know, I'm competing less than 4 months after I started dancing.
Yeah.
And I figured the only way to do it is just jump right into it and have fun. And I think I didn't have any great expectations. I had no idea what to do. And I figured it really didn't matter. I was just doing this to have a great time. Mm-hmm. And everyone said, once you go, you're going to get hooked. And now when you come back, you're just going to want to compete some more and more. And that's what happens. And I just keep throwing myself in because it's like, I want to see what I can do. I keep pushing myself to see what can I do next.
Yeah,
so.
It is. It's addicting, isn't it? It's so much fun.
It is the most wonderful addiction I've ever had. And it's just, I don't think there's a morning I wake up and I'm not smiling because I know I have a dance lesson the next day. So.
Oh, we've got the video. We've got it. Fabulous. So let's take a look. Here are Misha and Adele dancing their Tournament of Champions polka to My Mustache.
You
Bravo, bravo. It's so much fun. I love it. And I love the way that that Misha wove in some really good polka moves. I mean, we saw some of the standard polka movements, but just so much fun, so much personality. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
I had a lot of fun.
And what's the next routine? What's your next solo for Funorama? Have you decided yet?
I don't know. We're working on so many things.
I'm sure it will be fabulous.
I just picked the music. So
Did
now,
you?
yes, I did. It's a new song that just came out called "Thinking Out Loud" by Ed Sheeran. So I handed it to Misha and I said, "Okay, you do something with it." So I'm very excited. So he's so creative.
He is. He's brilliant.
Yeah. So I have no idea what's going to come out of it, but it's going to be awesome. It's going to be beautiful.
I can't wait to see it. Okay, are you ready for your pop quiz?
Yes.
Here's your pop quiz. All right. Sweet or salty?
Salty.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Do you like baking cookies or cakes better?
Ooh, that's a tough
She's
one
a good
for
baker.
me.
She's a really good baker.
Cookies.
Rhythm or smooth?
Oh God, that's a tough one too. That changes from day to day.
Today, rhythm or smooth?
Smooth. Today's smooth.
Today's smooth.
Yes, today's smooth.
Very good. You heard it right here on the Ballroom Beat. Adele, thank you so much for joining us today. It was so wonderful to chat with you. Viewers out there, we have such an exciting episode next week. You've got to tune in. We won't be here. The boys will be here. Next week, it's all about what men want on the dance floor. My husband, Mike, will be here hosting with the gentlemen to let all of you ladies out there know what they look for in a good follower. We're also going to be seeing the PB&J Theater Factory. We have a great interview with them. If you don't know who PB&J Theater Factory are, you got to check them out. They are just so absolutely creative. A theater company that does not use dialogue. Instead, they use sound effects, their own voices and sound effects, and music to tell a story. I do think we have a little clip here if you want to take a quick look at PB&J Theater Factory. PB&J was doing a little polka too. It's my polka episode. Polka, everybody. Anyway, we've got What Men Want, PB&J, all of that and more next week on the Ballroom Beat. Bye now.
Bye.
Cha-cha on the Ballroom Beat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Cha-cha on the Ballroom Beat. Got two left feet. Get on the Ballroom Beat. They're dancing in the street. They're on the Ballroom Beat. We can tango, we can swing, we can do anything. Walking through the door and waltz on the floor. You wanna feel the heat? Get on the ballroom beat. Cha-cha on the ballroom beat. Foxtrot on the ballroom beat. Salsa on the ballroom beat. Cha-cha on the ballroom beat.